Alright, let me know guys if this is any better. Super annoying. Looks like it's actually responding better this time, but we'll see, I guess. I blame Windows Update. That's what I blame. Yeah. Round 2. What? Is that another enemy? Nice. These things drop like candy, man. Mike's good? Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys letting me know. I need that, because I have no way of hearing myself. Maybe I need to figure that out. Anyways, appreciate it. What's going on, Jen? What's going on, Ryan? Welcome back. And now, we get some decent drops, hopefully, maybe. Man, yeah, I blame Windows Update, because everything was working great all week. And then I came upstairs to my computer room this morning, and of course the computer had restarted with freaking Windows automatic updates, which I pause, and it doesn't care. It doesn't give a crap if you paused it. Who knows what that shit is doing? You've not had the best luck in pits, damn. You know, I used to have, way back in the day when I was doing my Lord of Destruction Holy Grail that I never finished. I found Wind Force in pits. I honestly don't remember too much more than the Wind Force, but I just remember it being a good place to farm. I don't really think that anymore. Yeah, Andy and Mephisto. Like, I'm thinking maybe it's time to switch to Andy. You know? Yeah, that's probably right, Ryan. It's kind of ridiculous. Forces you to update. Fortunately, I cannot get myself to switch to Linux. There's just too many restrictions for the type of stuff that I like to do, so. I'm not a big fan of Linux. And I think they took Diablo 2 off of Mac, right? You can't even play it on Mac. Nice. I'm glad you enjoy the Necro playthrough. The Necro playthrough was so much fun. It was really, really good. Like, I was so pumped to use Poison Nova. And then I got really used to the Corpse Explosion, which is really nice. So. You did Bone Necro? Yeah, I don't even think... Like, we didn't even use Bone at all. Right? Like, it was... just Corpse Explosion. I thought about it, but it just feels so... I don't know, it just didn't feel nearly as good. Wow, you got 3 torches and 2 of them were sorceress. Are you kidding me? Humongous. Oh, Executioner's Justice. That might be a grailer. That might be a grailer. Yeah, that's crazy. I basically gave up on the Sorcerer's Torch because it was taking too many attempts, but yeah, I mean, I'd take a 10-10 at this point. I don't care about stats and resistances. That doesn't mean nothing to me. Yes, this is a grailer. Look at the damage on that thing. Minus 33% target defense, crushing blow, increased attack speed, and a bunch of damage. That is a cool item. We're actually filling up on space here. Very cool, man. Exactly. It's really just about the speed. I just wanted the extra skills so that if we ended up doing Terror Zone Andy, we could just blow through it. That was really the only reason I wanted it. You heard me talk about a hardcore character if your torch is a character you already have? No, I don't. Did I say that? Did not necessarily mean that if I did say it. Mostly just like once we're done with softcore, I'm gonna start doing basically the same thing but with hardcore. I just don't know what I'm gonna start with. I mean, you already know if that was the case, like you just said, it would be Amazon. So, you know, we have more than enough Amazon torches. Amazon is the only torch we have a duplicate of, and we have 4 of them, so. But yeah, the plan is really just that I want to be able to play every character through Players 8 in softcore, and then once I get like a little bit of familiarity, then we move over to hardcore. But I am definitely nervous about that. I don't think that I will get through it on my first try. I think it'll definitely be a very repetitive process. Ooh, that's not bad. Okay. I wish we could just like quickly move these, but slowly we go. In case you guys missed it, I want to do some caster amulets. So we got all of our amethysts, all of our jewels, and all of our Ra runes. Now we're just collecting some amulets. Hardcore Grail? No, I don't think so. I mean, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Maybe if we complete the softcore Grail and we still have some living hardcore members. But for now, if we do hardcore, it's just going to be like to play through the characters. See if I can actually do it. That's going to be the first thing. And I'm not going to be doing it on Players 8. I'll try in the future, but just getting through the game is going to be my goal. Especially since we're starting with nothing. Like, they're not going to be twinked, right? We're not going to have any pre-existing gear. So, for the first character anyways. After the Zom, we have the Assassin. That's going to be the next character. Yeah, Jen, that's not, you're not wrong. Like, a lot of our time was spent in Lower Kuros. We have skillers on everything. I was just checking out the Druid, and I have 3 or 4 skillers for every tree. I didn't check the Assassin, but I know that we have a bunch of skillers there too. So yeah, we definitely have like these really nice bonuses. But I at this point, you know, you always want what you don't have. And at this point, I really want to get the Grail going. So, ooh, Monster Shrine, to take that. Yeah. Yeah, I think about a month on each character is probably what I'll end up doing as well. With the pace that I go at for the current characters, it's basically about a month. If I have time this week, I'm thinking about just finishing up the Amazon. And getting in with the Assassin starting February. I've been dragging my feet with the Amazon, honestly, because I was really hoping that pits would be fruitful. I was really hoping that we'd find a Griff's or maybe even like a Nightwings. I was talking about if we found a Nightwings, I wouldn't mind going back to the cold build. But something that would make it like a lot more fun in hell. It's just not happening though. It's not fruitful, so. Oh, you made Mosaic earlier today and you had to cube 4 ists? Wow. That's crazy. I've never... See, that's actually one of my favorite things about D2r is that before D2r, would you ever expect somebody to say they were going to cube up some ists for a goal rune? Never. That's crazy. But Mosaic is probably a huge upgrade, right? So it's totally worth it over, you know, I don't know, if you don't need it for Call to Arms or you don't need it for MF, what are you really using those ists for? I mean, honestly, that's kind of how I feel right now. Like, we have runes in the stash. I think we could maybe, if we used everything, put together the runes for an infinity. But I don't know, it feels really, really rough putting together like Low and Ohm and all these runes to hit 2 Burr runes. So I won't do it. Like, I kind of refuse to do it. Like, maybe if we were doing Lower Karast and I found like a Sur and a Burr, and then I went really dry and I could just cube my 2 Lows for another Sur. But the thought of putting together like all the Vexes and Ohms, and I just can't do it. I can't do it. It hurts too much. But few Istrunes for a Gull, that's worth it. That's worth it for sure. Oh, you have a Chan and you just got a Jaw? Oh my god. Nice. That's phenomenal. Does that mean you have an Enigma then? Yeah, you must. That's sweet. Congrats on that. I've never had a Jaw drop. Never. I mean, you can't get them from Lower Karast, so that's pretty obvious. And that was another thing. I was like, on the even rarer chance that we got a Jaw from the pits runs, I was going to make a Faith. Oh, that would be so much fun. That would be so much fun to run a Faith Amazon through hell. That's like a huge goal of mine. Got it last week. Congrats. That's awesome. Ryan never had a Jaw or Burr or Sur. If you haven't played too much D2R, don't get upset about not naturally dropping the runes. Especially if you didn't do Lower Karast. It's just how it is. But I've done a lot of Lower Karast in my life. Like, I think I've probably done about 25,000 runs throughout like various accounts over the last like 5 or 10 years. So it's not like it's super crazy, but it is a lot. And in all that time, I think that's like 4 or 5 Burr runes. So it's crazy. Even Vex is a good rune though. I remember when we found the first Vex on this account, getting that Hodo is just so good. Such a versatile rune word. The Jaw drop from a Terrazone Cathedral. Wow. Yeah, that's RNG. That's RNG. Yeah, you got the Enigma, but no Low rune. That was basically the same for me. We had no Ohm rune. I had Enigma, I had Grief, and we had no Ohm for Call to Arms. I was so nervous rolling the Call to Arms because I was like, if we don't get this to be at least a 3, how long is it going to take to find another one? And I found it off of a Terrazone council member near Mephisto, which was crazy. Not even from Lower Karast. In like 5,000 runs, no Ohm. It's crazy. Yeah, you never did Terrazones, Ryan. That's going to change everything for you when you start doing those. It's crazy. I mean, look at all the insane drops we're getting. It is great, though. Like Jen said, if you do Andy or Mephisto, you probably have a much better shot at getting something that's, you know, uniques and that kind of thing. But I don't know. Why am I doing pits then, right? I don't know. Yeah, you're just coming back. This is the first account I've ever done Terrazone runs on. Like, before this account, I was playing on LOD, so I'm right there with you. This is all pretty new to me. I had to learn with the Sorceress, and then now with the Paladin. Hey, where's that Javelin? I want to pick it up. Oh, come on. Damn. Damn. Some close rolls there. Jeff hitting us up with a message retracted. All right. What exactly does Terror Zone do? Yeah, so Terror Zone takes your level and adds 2. So I'm level 93. Now the monsters become 2 levels higher than my level. Which means that if you were looking for a terror, like, I mean, you like coming to hits because it's like level 87 or whatever, right? Now you can make any area drop the items that areas like this and ancient tunnels and all those like area level 85 and area level 87s would be. Ironically, I just use it to just make the ones that were already good even better. So, but in theory, like you could do like Cold Plains and have the same drop chances as the pits. That's my understanding. Again, I'm basically brand new to them, and I've really only ever done the ones that were already good, like Andy, like Mephisto. So yes, the experience is huge too. Exactly. Like this, the fact that look at how much experience we're getting. Like doing pits at level 93 should not be this quick, right? So yeah, more progress in this game than years of playing LOD. Now you have 3 characters in hell. Assassin and Barbarian. Nice. Yeah, it's awesome. It's I don't know, it's so much easier to stay focused with the updated graphics and the quality of life, and it's just so much fun. I'm having so much fun with D2r. For years I was dreaming that they'd do this, and now that it's out, it's like what an awesome dream come true, honestly. What's up, Jeff? You said where you got an ohm drop from a chest in Terror Zone, Far Oasis, and then a Vex in lower class. Congrats, Jeff. You know what that means, though? That means that the next few weeks you're gonna get nothing. That's RNG for you. Now, that's what I'm hoping will happen in the pits, though, for me. We've gone so dry that this hopefully means that eventually we're gonna get like 4 back-to-back bangers. Right? Right? No, that's awesome. Congrats. I know getting those runes, especially when you don't have them already, is like such an awesome feeling. So huge for the account. That's why I'm like, oh man, I want to just cube these up. I want to have an infinity. Oh, I want it so bad. Pulling an from Countess runs and then 3 days of nothing. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, it sounds about right. The Countess is, yeah, she does not put out. She is a very conservative lass. We did so many Countess runs to get 3 keys. Took freaking forever. And now I hate her. I never want to go back. I wish that Terror Zone affected key drops, because I would love to do Terror Zone, Countess, and Arcane, and Milithak, and actually have a better chance at getting the keys, but I don't think it affects those drops. I don't think it affects rune drops either, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but can't have it all. Like you said, I'll take the experience. It's really nice to have the increased experience. No, it doesn't, eh? No, okay. Confirmed. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but you don't want to make the zones too OP, right? She happened to be terrorized. Yeah, you know what's super ironic is I'm using my computer to change the time to get the Terror Zone. But it's actually Pit's Terror Zone right now. So I don't even need to manipulate it. But when you want to do like 3 or 4 hours of one map, it's nice to just be able to switch it up. Like if we were playing online, I would probably just be following the Terror Zone, right? But we want pits. Yeah, did a few times to Terrazone and Dario. Yeah, I mean, I totally get it. We did a lot of farming on this account without manipulating the Terrazone. And it was nice, especially when we were playing the sorceress to begin with. It was just like, it would pop up and you'd be like, oh sweet, ancient tunnels. I can actually farm that with my very low gear sorceress. Let's go do that for an hour. It kind of gives you like, it's like it's giving you what to do, right? Like instead of you planning it in advance, which is nice. Terrazone normal and Dario for SOJ. Oh. Is there a specific level you have to do it at though? Oh no, because there's a max level to the Terrazones, right? So in normal and nightmare, it can only go to a certain level. So you go normal, Terrazone, Andy, and then it can only drop those 3 rings as opposed to nightmare, which can drop what? Can drop a couple extra ones? I don't even know. Can't be more than 45, right? Ooh, I kind of love that idea. I was kind of thinking about doing some SOJ farming. Now, do you know how the odds work with that? Like, I have to assume it's not a direct 1 in 3, right? Because if it is, that's crazy. Oh, Nightmare's a Raven cost, okay. Sense. That sounds like a really crazy way of doing it. Wow. And you could pretty, I mean, Nightmare is easy enough, but you could pretty much use like literally as much MF as you can find and not really worry about the damage because it's normal Andy. Like, what's she gonna do? Cool, yeah, that's awesome. Very cool bit of information there. I wonder how many runs it would take. Oh. Starting to think now. Man, we have not found a skiller in a very long time. Here's no normal Andy times to 1.5 fireball. How do you shoot out 0.5 of a fireball? No, I know what you mean. That's awesome. Just like boom, boom, boom. Done. And you don't have to worry about dying. Which most people are not worried about, but I'm always worried about it. No keys. I'm out of keys. What's going on, Brack? You just reached hell with your Act 3 Zealot. Zealot, I guess you said. What would you recommend to farm? You're getting destroyed by archers, ghosts going for countess. Yeah, Zealot is pretty rough in hell. Like it's really rough. If you're gonna farm with just a Zealot pally. It might be worth it to do Mausoleum. The little side dungeons beside Bloodraven are actually area level 85. You might be able to get through those pretty well. You might get some levels from that. You might get some decent drops. I don't think there's any physical immunes. I could be wrong. But what you could do is you could do a quick search, because I usually don't farm with anything that uses physical. But you could do a quick search and try to find the areas that don't have physical immunes. And see if you can run to those. But that's very cool. I love the Zealot. I love Zeal so much. The problem is that it just falls off so hard in hell. You might be better off just using hammers. It depends on your gear though. Level 81, okay. Yeah, you won't get insane. You'll still get pretty good experience depending on how long you do it for. But yeah, you might not be getting quick levels or anything. Kale FXD. Caliph XD? How you found SOJ normal with a level 27 barbarian? All right, I'll have to take a look at that. Thank you. That is crazy. I'm kind of thinking that could be a play on the hardcore. Like when I start going hardcore, I might do some normal Andy runs. If we all we need is a little bit of MF though, because if you're doing it without MF, I feel like it's really rough to find the unique rings. Like, yeah, the odds are good, but now you need to find unique rings. So. Yeah. Yeah, that's the hell experience, Jen. It is like the power spike the monsters have from nightmare to hell is crazy. Like you could be a nightmare finishing off act 5 and thinking to yourself, dude, I'm gonna have no problem in hell. Like this is gonna be easy. And then you do act 1 hell and you're like, wait a second. Why are the zombies and quill rats hitting me for half my HP? I understand why a lot of players that are just really casual players quit in hell. Like a lot of them, I see them on Reddit and they're like, yeah, I never finished, never got through hell. It's like, yeah, because you probably got into hell and felt like you were completely garbage at the game. But it's not you. It's just hell. Quill rats are crazy. If you get like a quill rat that curses you, amp damage and quill rats, gross. It's so crazy. But yeah, the hammers are just so much better. Hammers are so much better than Zeal. Like Holy Fire, beautiful. Get through normal in like no time at all. You don't need any gear. Shop a scepter, boom, you're good. Nightmare, not bad. But unfortunately, the hammers are just better, especially if you just do normal bail to like 40, 45. You go into Nightmare with a real strong set of hammers. The only problem is positioning. Like positioning without Enigma is like so awful. But Foe's not bad either. It will curse you, yeah. Oh yeah. Everybody does. Every single thing. Like look at even in here, like my mercenary was just... Oh, there's a group of archers? Yeah, hit them with amplified damage. As if they don't do enough damage without that. Freaks. They're freaks. Oh, there's an amulet. Once you finish all with the Paladin, you switch him to foe? Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not as strong, but the fact that you can just kind of sit there and you don't have to worry about like aiming. The holy bolts, they do things for you. They go straight to the monsters. The only downside is that it's not great on basically what, non-demons, right? Demons and undeads. Where's that demon boy? I think that's new, or rune bow. Is that Mage Wrath? Oh baby, that sounds like a grailer. Let's go. I think that puts us at 70%. I'm praying, I'm begging. Yeah, foe in chaos is beautiful. So much fun. It's absolutely disgusting. You have nothing to worry about in terms of like dying. Okay, let's take a look at this. Yeah, this is definitely new. It's got decent damage, 15% mana stolen, hit blinds target, and +3 to guided arrow. That is a cool bow. Mage Wrath. Nice. New Grailer. And 69.96. Ah, we're so close. Come on. Yeah, that's 2 Grailers this stream, though. That's pretty good. 69.999. Honestly, Riley, you're basically right there, yeah. That's good. So close, yeah. Yeah, for non-demons, non-undeads, you rely on the lightning. Yeah, and the lightning's not even good. And the problem with the lightning is that now it's just it's a single target attack, right? So even if it was nuts, where's the AoE, right? That's the rough part. But it's good for the niche little areas. I can appreciate that. I really don't mind, especially because I can respec at any time, obviously. I don't mind the fact that some builds are good here and some builds are good there. It's fun. It's fun on the sorceress that when I'm doing key runs, I want to do Nova. And then when I want to do Andy, I want to switch to Fireball. And then, oh, let's do some Mephisto. Let's grab the Blizzard for the moat trick. It's fun. I would definitely prefer that over just having like one much better build. Now, hammers are pretty much good everywhere. But I still wouldn't mind doing some chaos with foe every now and then, you know? Is that a Grand Chime? Oh, it didn't even show up. Too many items. Nice. Oh, you didn't know about the respec command? Yeah, that is like straight up, if there was no respec command, I would just use a hero editor to put a stash full of tokens. Like, there's no way I'm doing the game without respecs. Either that, or I'm making like 4 sorceresses and paladin, and like just like one of each build, basically, right? Like that, but that's just time consuming. All right, let's see, Brack. You got the Redeemer. Okay, you got the Wisdom, Goblin Toe. You have a Hawes. That's pretty good. Yeah, not bad. And you got a teleport amulet. You're looking pretty good then, honestly, dude. When I play hardcore, I'm not allowed to use my respec. Are you kidding me, man? So I'm going hardcore, and you want to make it harder? Come on. You want a harder core? I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm interested in that. I don't know if I'm interested in that at all. You're killing me. I probably will not do that. Like, I'm just gonna be straight up. I will do that eventually. I will. But on the first, like, you don't understand, man. You guys gotta understand something, okay? I've never played hardcore before. Other than the one time I did, and I got to level 15 and died, and I was like, not for me. So when I do hardcore, it's gonna be completely different. Ooh. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. We'll think about it. Maybe I'll do a poll. Maybe I'll do a poll on the channel, and if I can get enough people to weigh in, and you guys are all saying that I'm kind of being a bitch if I take the respec, then I'll do it the manly way. But yeah, Brack, listen, if you're having a hard time with Zeal, and you're open to trying out hammers, just farm for a 4 open socket sword, make yourself a spirit. Delirium's pretty good. I always hated the fact that it could turn you into a little doll, though. That was like the worst thing. But what does it do? 2 doll skills. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. And some MF. I'm trying to think. Yeah, if you could get some Mage Fist, a Spirit Sword, I feel like hammers would do you better, man. Yeah, the doll is really nasty. Yeah. But that's the thing. Listen, man, if you're having fun with it, keep going for it. You did 30 runs with different hardcore characters and you never made it through hell. See, that's exactly what's going to happen to me. That's exactly what's going to happen to me. And the respecking for me is more not... It's not like I'm going to... It's more so just like if I want to put all my points into vitality and then something drops and I need a little bit of strength, I just want to be able to use it right away. You know what I mean? Or if I spec into the wrong skill and then It's complete garbage. You gonna make me go through hell with all of that? I guess you do get one free respec from Akara. I don't know, man. Oh, he said he has Hawes. So I don't know if, I mean, unless you're trying to hit a breakpoint, I feel like the Hawes is better. The Hawes is really nice. Which is crazy, by the way, Brock. Like, that's a pretty, you have some pretty sweet items for not being at the end of hell. But it's, oh no, don't use spirit with zeal. Yeah, that would be honestly not great at all. There's a lot of like really easily usable swords that would be way better for zeal. But you're scared about hopping into the middle of mobs? Yeah, I wouldn't even do that. If your gear's not good enough and you're afraid of dying in hell, just what you would do is maybe like, let's say the monsters are over here. You just do a couple, run over here, do a couple, run over here, do a couple, and you just kind of like move around like this. And you'll find that if you move in the direction of the hammer, so basically like to the right and down, you should be good. And if you use an Act 1 mercenary, that way, you know, the Act 2 kind of keeps them in one spot. But if you use an Act 1 mercenary, that way they have to chase you around, they'll run into your hammers and die. But yeah, maybe as long as you can hit that 75% faster cast rate with the Hawes, I would say use the Hawes. If you can't, then a decent spirit in a Paladin base. See, Paladin has the luxury of not needing to wait for a Monarch. Ah, speak of the devil. We don't even need it, but would it be crazy if this is 4 socket because we were just talking about it? Nah, never lucky. Yeah, the 75 breakpoint is really, really important. Like, we have 75 right now, and it still feels kind of slow. So that's why we're collecting the amulets. I want to see if we can find ourselves a decent... I gotta buy the key. That's 3 lock chests in a row. I want to see if we can find a decent caster amulet. Yeah. Viper Magi or Arax are needed if you don't use Spirit Shield. Yeah, pretty much. You can find a Viper Magi from Nightmare Mephisto, I think, pretty easily, so... yeah. You wish there were more 3 and 2 socket shield rumors besides Ancient Pledge and Rhyme. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, though, is that they would be really easy to use early on, right? So how do you make them strong enough that they're worth using, but not so overpowered that when you're in normal Nightmare, it's not crazy, right? Okay, let's grab... I was enjoying the extra MF, but let's get rid of this 6%er. Do we have anything else that's worse? Nope. Let's get rid of this. Let's grab a key and some ID scrolls. Yeah, level requirements. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong about that. It would be cool if it was like something like I don't know. Like Cham. I don't know. Cham Cham. The rumor could be called Chamum. And it gives you a bunch of resistance. And it gives you, I'm thinking like 2 skills, 35% faster cast rate, some magic absorb. What I'm getting at is most people would probably just start using Spirit at that point, right? If the level requirement is high, then you're maybe more likely to get a Monarch. I mean, it would still be nice to have something that's kind of for the interim, because I know a lot of people go really dry and don't find Monarchs for a long time. And then once you find the first one, it's like they keep dropping and dropping and dropping. Ooh, is that a... No, it's not. It's a Lenimo. I always get tricked by that. Oh, Night Smoke is also a Grailer, though. Let's go. We did it. 70.16%. Yes. Nice. That's awesome. Level 65 requirement. Yeah, I think somewhere between like 50 and 65 would be a good spot. Because, I mean, what are you using in there otherwise? Probably nothing, right? You're probably just still using like a really early level rune word. Unless you're a paladin or a necromancer, I guess. In which case you have better options. A rune word that gives you fairly big physical damage reduction. For a hardcore character, yeah. That would be pretty sweet. Some sort of like mini storm shield. Yeah. Yeah, it would be just nice having an alternative. I agree with you. Like, a lot of people don't really think that way. They're just like, oh, well, why would I use that when I could just use insert spirit or enigma or whatever, right? But it's fun experimenting with different builds. Especially for stuff like challenge runs where it's like I want to do a run where we do like no spirit, no enigma, no call to arms or something like that. Like just like underused rune words. See how far we can get. Yeah, Lenimo is a really rare find, I know. That's why I got excited. But it's not a belt, it's a sash. And every time I see the belt, I'm like, oh! And then I remember that it's a sash. Which to me is the same thing, okay? Oh, is this actually working automatically? I don't know. The counter go up there? No way. Less stuff on it, but storm shield. Right, yeah, but you don't want a rune word that... It's so hard. It's the balancing has got to be so rough. Look at these skeletons. Holy skeleton party over here. Hatchet. I think we have this, but that's got to be pretty rare considering it's a normal item. Yeah, cold kill. I think we have this. Yeah. No big deal. It's cool that you have to have knowledge of the game to put different items together to complete enough challenges. Yeah, exactly. When you put restrictions instead of just going for the meta stuff. Like, trying to get into Last D2r and Path of Exile is going to be really challenging for me. And that's kind of one of the main reasons I wanted to start doing it. Is because I feel like I actually understand in Diablo what's good. What do you want to pick up? What you know, increased attack speed and skills and faster cast rate and all res and then like, you know, life leech is good. Like, I know what is valuable. And I feel like when I go into these other games, I just don't have that. Obviously you don't have the knowledge because it's a new game, but it's so hard for me to even theorize like what's actually going to impact my damage. It takes so much time to actually put that stuff together in your head. And I think that's why a lot of us come back to Diablo, is just because we have that familiarity where we're like, yeah, I've put in the time, I put in the work, and I know the game. But it's a fun challenge in those other games. I'm really enjoying Last D2r. It's actually such a cool game. Can you send a screenshot of your character? I don't know if you can send links. I think I've basically disabled links because I don't really have, like, if I had like a mod team or something, I would make it work, but I don't want to enable links because then who knows what people are doing, and I'd have to pay enough attention that I'm filtering that kind of stuff. So I don't think so. But Brack, if you want to join the Discord, I'd love to chat with you. We have a couple people in there that are pretty active. They might have some better opinions than me even, so I'm not that knowledgeable. Yeah, if you join the Discord, for sure. Yeah, Ryan, mod team incoming. I mean, I don't think I'm there quite yet. I had a regular viewer months ago when I first started streaming. She was always here. She was awesome. Loved having her here. And I was like, hey, you know what? Like, I think I found my first mod. You're always here. You're always active. You know, if you want to help me out, I'd love it. And now she doesn't come around anymore. So I got to be careful with that stuff, right? But maybe once I have a little bit more going on, Scare them off. Yeah, probably. I started talking about terror zones and playing other games other than Diablo, and that was it. That was it for her. If you're out there, if you watch this, come back and hang out. Nah, you know how it is. I completely understand, even with, like, I mean, not only just streaming in general and, like, watching people play games, but even just Diablo. Like, sometimes you're in love with it, and then a week later you're not anymore. And that's totally fine. That was like me. Like, I mean, a month or two ago, I mentioned it in one of my videos, but I took a little bit of a break because I was like, man, I don't know if I really want. Oh my god. Okay. Amp damage, fanaticism, and might. Are you kidding me? Holy. See this? Could you imagine if I was playing hardcore and something like that? Jesus. Oh. But yeah, I didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to burn out. I want to have fun with this, so. Sometimes you just gotta take a break. Yeah, you go through phases. Exactly. Awesome, Brack. All right, cool. Obviously, when I'm streaming, I'm not too active in the Discord, but offline, I try to respond whenever anybody's having a discussion. Pringles Man is the Terror Zone master in there. Dude's got a lot of knowledge. Yeah, only thing scarier would be if they were archers. Some of them were, but I'm glad they weren't all archers, because I think I would have got one shot there. That was crazy. That was absolutely disgusting. Some glovers.
I can't.
You can't? What the hell is in here? Some other glovers. Nothing. Bunch of doggy dog. Okay, it looks like the tracker's actually automatically tracking now, so I don't have to freaking click it every 2 minutes. Save my life. Yeah, I'm pretty much zooming through. It's just the champion packs I try to pay attention to, because we're looking for GG drops. I'm not looking for some mid drops. I'm looking for GG, and we're not finding any. But the Paladin is definitely in a really good spot right now. We're super strong, super tanky. I just want to see if hitting 125 faster cast rate would be much of an upgrade. So we're going to hope for that caster amulet. We could probably start trying it pretty soon. I probably have enough gold to get a lot more amulets. Hopefully, if the RNG is good, we won't need to do that many rolls. Terror Zone is almost over, too. Yeah, I mean, obviously the teleport is really huge from the Enigma, but Enigma is just such an insane item in general. Like, even without... Impossible. What does that mean? That means that it is a geese. That's what that means. Okay, unfortunately, I didn't think I was... Oh, you know, actually, I was going to say I need to go back to town. We don't have any town portals. But what I can do instead is just drop this. Because if it's better, I want it. 23. Blah. But yeah, I mean, just look at this. $2 skills. Teleport, defense, strength, maximum life, damage reduced, and 93% MF, 1 per level. 15% damage taken goes to man. It's just an insane item. Yeah, it was, I mean, it took about 6,000 lower Karas runs to get the Enigma, and I think that's like the easy mode way of doing it. Because otherwise, you're right, it is like an impossible grind. If you're just doing this, I mean, look, I haven't found a high rune close to Sur or Burr or Jaw at all, just doing regular runs, so. Just run a few cow runs to get cow runs to get the Emmys. Yeah. Honestly, I don't mind just doing this and then using the gold, right? Like, I mean, we have, how many do we have already? Yeah, we have quite a few. Let's just quickly run through our gold and get another 10, and we'll do a couple rolls here.
Good day.
First Countess in hell is an ist. I mean, that's, I was gonna ask how you already had the ist for Delirium. That is not a bad drop. 2 to lightning. I wouldn't mind if it was 3. Okay. Let's do this. Alright, wish me luck, everybody. We're basically looking for any caster Paladin, Necro, Druid, maybe Sorceress, but it'd have to be really good to be a Sorceress one. Alright, here we go. Garbage. 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 I'm not gonna say garbage every time. You're gonna hear a lot of that if I did that. Damn, come on. Wish you goes, honestly. Oh, man. You know what's crazy is that we have something that's like super similar to this already. Oh, actually, let's put this here. I think I want it for the Amazon. But yeah, we have this one. But the 9% is such a hinder. I don't think it is. I think you need 10. I think I need 10, unfortunately. Yeah, Jen, you missed nothing. We're just doing some Ammy rolls now, though. Does 12 help me? I mean, 20, 40, 80, 115, right? And then 10. Obviously, this isn't 115, but if we can roll a 35 spirit, we need the 10. That sucks. Because that's not bad. Obviously, we'd prefer 2 skills, but that's not bad. Okay. All right. Well, we have a few more. All right. War cries. I mean, could be decent for a singer, but... Man, I love these amulets because they roll, like, just some really cool stats. But it's always so close. Like, if the skills don't roll, it's just not great, you know? What do we need? What do we need? Runes. Oh. Got excited. I saw the 2. Oh, there's the big negative of doing this at such a high level, though. You roll the level 95 requirement, and even if it's insane, which this is not, you can't even use it. It's like, great. You think it might be good, really? Well, that's not great. Which one was it? Oh, wow. That was lucky. Okay, I'll hang on to this. I mean, I don't know that it's great for level 95, but... Unless you were talking about a different one. You can craft on a lower level character. I think there's a sweet spot. I think 91 might be the sweet spot, but you need a certain level to hit the good rolls. Oh, that's Shadow Disciplines? Yeah, hold on. What am I doing? Boom, boom, boom. Which one is it? This one. I'll hang on to that. Yeah, it does change the level requirement, but I don't know what the sweet spot is between finding the items that roll the stats you want, like the 220 strength, mana, life, res, and not rolling 95. You're right, it's not bad actually for level 52 especially. I didn't know if you needed faster cast rate from martial arts. Isn't it attack speed? Yeah, shape-shifting, not good. Summoning skills, not good.
I can't.
Oh. Damn. You don't? Oh, but for Enigma teleporting. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll keep it. I'll keep it. I will keep it. This is why I like doing this when you guys are around, so you can steer me in the correct direction. Alright, let's see. We got a few more. There's still hope. There's still hope. I mean, I could give up a skill. Oh! Let's go! Let's go! That's so good. That is freaking awesome. 210, some dex, some mana, 8 to all res, and a little bit extra cold. Let's fucking go. That is not bad, dude. Let's go. We can do it now. Yeah, and the res. I mean, I'll take the dex. That gives us more vitality because we don't need the dex to hit the max block. Ooh. Let's go. I can't believe we actually got something decent. That's awesome. Oh, man. 1 to fire skills. That's not bad for a level 40, though. Like, if we had... Honestly, I'm going to hang on to that. That seems like something that would be good for normal Terrazone Andy. Half character level plus half item level must be 90 or higher. Yeah. So I think essentially by being 93, I might be a little bit too high, but dude, whatever, man. That is freaking awesome. Oh, man, that's so much better. We're putting it on. And there's just something about the orangish red text that's just... I love it. I love it. Okay, we'll hang on to this just in case. I don't know why we would need to, but... Let's go, man. That is so freaking awesome. Oh, it says you need to be at least level 93, so I'm doing it at the perfect time. Am I good at this game? I think I'm good at this game. Naturally, I just knew that level 93 was perfect. Yeah. It's not because I'm impatient. No, I'm really talented. Oh. Honestly, I think that's probably better than what we're using on the Necro, too. What am I not using? Oh, I'm trying to craft... Okay, I mean... That's not bad either. You wish crafted items were used more. You remember in old D2 you love crafting. It's so much fun. Yeah, it's even more fun when you don't even know what you're doing. Like blood stuff. Honestly, I think the first challenge run that I'll do, man, I want to do like a crafting only run, but you need perfect gems, so it's I don't know, it's not great, right? I'd love to do a crafted only run. The problem is like, how do you start that, right? Because you need a certain level. I just don't know if it's possible. Okay, these are the last two. 1 to Uber's run? I mean, I already technically did that. Start with whites. It's no bueno. And the last one, ladies and gentlemen. We'll hang on to it. Just because it's one of the characters that we haven't really played yet, we never know, might come in handy. Oh, you do it as a goal. Aim to get crafted items for all equips as soon as you can.
Hello.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could do it as early as Nightmare, right? Crafted and vendor. Yeah, we could do like a little bit of a mix. Crafted and vendor. So you'd start with only vendor, and then the huge power spike would be when you can start crafting stuff. Yeah. Quickly go through these, sell them. That's not bad. If we didn't already have the Talracha amulet. Shapeshifter. Yeah, this one's too high level. War cries. I'm never going to use it. Alright, not bad. Not bad, guys. Not a lot of cubing. Okay, yeah, we don't have to be in Nightmare. We don't have to be. But, you know what? Let's do a few more. We have a little bit more gold. Let's do a few more. Full crafted gear as soon as you get the cube and act 2 normal. Yeah, I mean, I know it won't be good, but it might not actually be, like, horrible. You know what I mean? Okay, actually last one. And then we get back to the pits. Yoicks. Okay. No problem. No problem. Oh, actually, no. Let's do our shield first. So let's go take a look. I'll show you guys what I have. We have on our basis character. Yeah, I think you could definitely do it. Okay, here's what we have. So we have a 44 gilded shield or a 45 Karash shield. I mean, this is obviously better. Chance to block is higher, defense is higher, the strength requirement and level are higher, but it doesn't matter to us. So there we go. And then you can... This is for socket, right, with the quest? I wonder if I still have... I don't know if I have my quest. Let me check the... Necromancer. 3 rings equals Ami, 3 Amis equals ring. Some cube challenges. I don't know if that's necessarily a crafted item though, you know what I mean? It's a cubed item. Oh, start a character with... basically with the resources, and then once you get the cube, you only go orange. I think that's definitely one way of doing it, because otherwise, yeah, I don't know. You'd have to either make some other kind of thing where you still use other items.
Can I help you?
Or otherwise you can't really do it, yeah. That's crafted? Okay, listen, you're not wrong. It is crafting. But what I meant was items with the orange name, okay? This is 4, right? This is always going to be 4? I knew it. I knew it. Okay. Now what we need to do is we need to hit 35. So that's going to be a whole other challenge. We have spirit sets. Where are they? There they are. Okay, this is going to be a little bit rough. Surely we don't need more than this, right? Surely? So it gives you a start, but then on you have to focus on the resources. But yeah, you have to get to Act 2. I mean, I could start myself with a cube. Right? Like, if we're gonna... I could just put the cube on the character, but you're probably right that I would want to Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna put some thought into that though. I'm gonna think about it, and I'll find a way to maybe do a crafted run. Okay. Let's do this. What we need to do is grab some scrolls as well, but maybe we get lucky. Maybe we get it on the very first shot, right? Talthal or M. 35. Let's go. Are you kidding me? Okay, we're on a roll. We're on a roll. Okay. All right. Let's see. So we hit the 125. Let's do a small comparison here, okay? That is crazy. Okay, let's hold this here. Put these here. Let's grab all of our charms back. Okay, so this is what we were rocking before. Actually, this is what we were rocking before. Okay, let's go do a quick little boom, boom, boom. Okay. So 13k, maxed and 72 and 75% with 3.2k health. We switch this. We have much less block, a little bit less health, and a little bit less fire resistance. Overall, a pretty decent switch, but we're definitely going to need to respec to get this block, which means we're going to lose a little bit more health as well. But I don't think that that's a problem compared to the gain that we're going to get. Okay. Let's just do this and then... Okay. Okay, so we lost 160 HP. But we have the same damage, and now we have an extra breakpoint. Like, this has got to be insane. Wow. And that's a good mana roll. It's like almost perfect. Woo. Let's go. And we lost a lot of defense, but... You could do the challenge as a Paladin, aka not much of a challenge. And then just Holy Fire punch your way to Act 2. But the problem is then, like, when you're crafting, you need... It's perfect gems, right? Like, I mean, how am I going to find perfect gems? It's got to be crazy. Yeah, let me quickly reset the time here. Leave. Come back. I'm going to reset the timer thing because it's all messed up now because of the time. Not all craft take perfect? Ooh. Okay, let's do this. You can farm gem shrines. Okay, you guys are really, honestly, putting out some good things here. I mean, it is a challenge run after all, right? Oh my god. That feels like twice as fast. That feels like insanely quick. And the teleport's nice and fast too. Let's go. Oh man, that feels so good. Wow. That is phenomenal. That is so much better. They do require perfect? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. But it is a good point that I could farm the gem shrines. Yeah. Yeah. Again, if you're talking about anything that the cube recipe does, you could be right. But I'm talking about just the orange names. Like Jen said, it's that would be my idea of a crafted. We already have Black Leech Blade. Thought that was a grail. Yeah, my runs are going to be faster for sure. What we'll do on the next run, I'll try to do it at like max efficiency and see how much faster it is. Because that is pretty crazy. Orange crops only. Yeah, orange crops only. Small chunk. Battle axe. Do we have this? Chieftain? Yeah. Okay, if this resets automatically, then we are about to start the next run. Let's see. No? Okay. Max efficiency run. Let's go. Not max efficiency, ran into a tree. It'll be max efficiency, especially if we find 0 drops, nothing to pick up. Jesus. Okay. 125. Dude, that is so much faster. Wow. Alright, Brack, let's see. You have this idea where you pick up a community save and show what you can do with gear they collected. Huh. Yeah, I mean, that is definitely a good idea. I don't know if it's good for me because I'm not necessarily good at the game. Let's just be very clear here. But that could be cool. I mean, especially if there's somebody that's like, oh yeah, I'm struggling, you know, could you do like an hour of pits runs on my character and see like if there's anything I could do better? I mean, that'd be really fun for sure. Once our community grows, I'd be open to that. That'd be really, really cool. I'm a little bit weary of saying, hey, everybody send me your files that I'm going to download onto my computer, but surely there's a safe way to go about doing that, right? Yeah, we're inspiring you. Hey, Jen, you starting to like the idea? I like it. I think it's a cool idea to have the crafts. But yeah, this definitely sped up the runs like crazy. Obviously, that was a pretty quick run because nothing dropped and like that would take a little bit more time, but we were on average doing 2-minute runs and that was 1:25, so Windhammer. Railer. Nice. Twister on striking. That's a cool item. I'd love to do a run with that. Wow. Yeah. No, I appreciate the idea, Brock. I'll definitely keep that in the back of my mind. I think yeah, again, I'd like to look into the security behind that, because I mean, I wouldn't even want to send my files to somebody else. You never know, right? But if we can do that safely, that'd be really cool. And it'd be fun to see other players' setups. Or even like just if you guys come up with something and you put it together and you're like, hey, give this a shot. I want to see what you think. And it's like some crazy wacko freaking, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't have the ideas. But if you guys are coming up with something crazy and you just want me to play it, that'd be pretty cool. Who's giving him the aura? Where's the aura coming from? What the hell? Oh, Gen X. Okay. Got you. Gen X. Just Gen. Maxwell or something? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Post the character, build an item, and then hero edit the character. Yeah, that's probably a better way of doing it, just for the safety's sake. Yeah. Now, wait, when you say Gen X, is it like Gents or Gen X? Yeah, it might be a little bit more work, but I'd be more open to that. Okay, Jenks. Okay, Jenks. That's kind of hard to say. Jenks. All right. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I don't like saying people's names wrong, so I appreciate that. I had this one viewer that came in here and called me Double Billy. Really disrespectful. So I'm on board. Yeah, that was Ryan. But hey, at least Double Billy's a real guy, okay? And you're not just making stuff up, so. That's good though. That's fine. That's a good name. I don't even mind that at all. Yeah, appreciate you guys being here. If any of you have not liked the video and you could hit that like button, I'd really, really appreciate that. Who knows what it does with the algorithm, but it's supposed to be something good. But yeah, my wife was busy this morning, so I said, you know what? Impromptu stream time. I'm glad you guys could make it. I'm having a lot of fun streaming lately. It's been great, despite the fact that we're not getting any drops. Still pretty good. I'm lucky today, Bragg. All right. I like the sound of that.
I can't help.
The double daily Billy show. Hell yeah, man. That'd be sweet. I gotta see if I can pop into Double Billy's stream one day. Let him know that I exist. Australia's basically the same as Canada, just super cold instead of super hot, and different time zones. That's what I've heard anyways. A lot of people compare Australia and Canada. I've never been, but I do have a friend who lives there now. Off-minute D2r builds? Huh. Same as me? Same guy. Yeah, I'm not complaining, Ryan. The caster amulet, the perfect spirit, 3 grailers. We're almost level 94. It's definitely not a waste of time. That's for sure. Definitely not. And gayer in exchange of mooses. Yeah, one deadly animal for the other, man. Don't write off mooses as deadly animals, okay? And let's just be clear here. The plural of mooses, it should definitely be meese, right? I'll put this in the stash. Taking up way too much space. It's not even mooses, it's just moose, eh? I don't even know when I live in Canada. Isn't that a little bit embarrassing? It should be meese, that's all I'm saying. And then I wouldn't be confused. We got goose and geese, moose and meese. Okay, come on. We definitely have space for this. Oh yeah, don't get close to a moose, man. Those things will absolutely destroy you. No way, Bragg. I made the mistake too. I didn't even know it was moose. I thought it was mooses as well. You're good. Sheep and sheep, yeah. English. English is a terribly difficult language. Terribly confusing and irregular and just inconsistent. Goose and moose. One goose, two goose. One moose, two moose. One sheep, two shoop. What are we at now? 70.36. Look at us go, man. Insane. Oh yeah, we gotta put the belt in this tab so we know we have 4 grailers today. Am I a hunter? No, not at all. Never hunted anything in my life. My version of hunting is going to the grocery store and buying packaged meat. Silent letters are a pain for a person who's using language where you spell all what's there. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it can be quite confusing. Luckily, I mean, you know, even if you say the silent letter, most of the time somebody who speaks English will know what you're saying, so no big deal. But it can be a bit annoying to be told that you're not pronouncing something correctly when it's clearly spelled that way. I get it. I speak French as well, and the annoying thing about French is that everything is kind of depending on the timing. Like, did it happen then, or is it happening now, or is it happening in the future? And the same word becomes 3 different words just based on when it's happening. Always hated that when I was learning French as a kid. Super, super frustrating. I feel like all languages have something like that, right? Is it hard to buy guns in Canada? Honestly, I don't know. I don't think it's terribly difficult. I was going to get my firearm license, so it's like I think it's like a couple days of a course, and then you get the license, and then you can buy handguns and stuff, or hunting rifles and stuff like that. They sell them. What would you guys call it? I mean, we have, what's it called? We have Cabela's, but you guys have the same thing, like Bass Pro, something like that. So it's not impossible, especially for hunting. But you do need to get a license and take a course. But I've never really looked too much into it. Just a little bit when I was thinking about being a cop. I looked into what it would take to get a firearm, like a pistol. Ah, you're Polish. Okay, very cool. Got a deer leg in your freezer? I've never had deer or any sort of like hunted animal before. I've never had goose. They're protected up here. You bought your wife a rifle for Christmas. That's cool. You guys hunt together? That's cool. The US has Cabela's too? I don't know what the difference is. I think Bass Pro and Cabela's is like the same thing. But in my head, if I was thinking, where am I going to buy a rifle in Canada? It would be Cabela's. Pretty much all the like camping and stuff like that is Cabela's. Oh, not a hunting rifle. Okay. Bulgarian. Cool, man. It's always so cool that I have viewers from Europe. I think that's so awesome. My wife and I went to Rome last year, and we had such an incredible time. We're planning on returning to Europe this year, but probably France. Probably France, but in the future, next year we're going to Japan. That's going to be really cool. And then after that, we really want to go to Ireland or England. So many places to go. So many cool places. Oh, Bass Pro bought Cabela's. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Deer is lean and not a lot of fat. It's like a gamey flavor though, right? Like I've never had like rabbit or squirrel or honestly, I don't even eat like lamb either. Or I don't know, goat. What's normal? I don't know what's normal. I eat pork, beef, turkey, chicken. Ireland's rough right now? What do you mean? Like the weather or economy or what's going on? Rabbit is your favorite wild meat, really? I'm surprised. Rabbits got to be pretty lean too, right? Like they got some really, I don't know. I'm just assuming they have like muscular. They got to jump around and run around. It's not like a cow or a pig that just kind of like hangs out all day. I've never tried any of that stuff. Yeah, incredibly lean. Yeah, I would assume so. Conor McGregor's messing everything up? I thought he was just kind of going around being all coked up in the States. That's crazy. I didn't think he had an actual impact on Ireland. At his peak, I loved him, but now these days, yeah, you know, the money got to him. Definitely got to him. He's talking about running for president. Okay. I mean, I can't blame him, I guess. Like, it's the way the world is these days. Anybody can be president, right? I don't know what's going on in Canada. We're gonna find out soon, I guess, but yeah, it's a crazy time to be alive. You loved duck meat all your life until you went to a Thai restaurant where they prepared it weird and it was gross. Yeah, I can understand that. I absolutely love duck, but sometimes bad experiences can just put you off of a food for basically forever. Ooh. Okay, we'll roll that. Oh, what was that? There he is, Black Killer. Okay, that's questionable name. Moving on. I saw that same name in my most recent video in Nightmare Chaos. That is a questionable name, man. I don't know what Blizzard was going. Yeah, we talked about duck meat last week. I love duck. So fatty and delicious. Still dry. Still very, very dry down here. I'm starting to think this is not the best place to farm. But at least we have some really good faster casts right now. Your brother is a huge duck hunter. That's cool. Yeah, I don't mind. Like, people that hunt and then eat the food. Like, that's sweet. I think that's completely, like, a pretty normal thing. Hunters get a bad rep from some people, but if you're hunting to eat, nothing wrong with that. I'd rather that than, honestly, like the, what do you call it? Like the meat industry is kind of crazy. So that's cool. Beside Diablo, we're a protein squad too, yeah. I love protein. I'm a big fan of a smoker. I got a Pit Boss Austin XL smoker in the backyard. I absolutely love that thing. When the weather's nice, it's so cold right now, so I don't use it because, like, I could, but I don't know, very inefficient. But when the weather's good, I love myself pork ribs, beef ribs. I think I'm gonna do brisket next year. It's just expensive, so I don't typically do it. Pork belly. Pork belly burnt ends. Oh my god. Give me some of that. Really good. You're doing carnivore right now? Wow. Heard of people doing that diet. That's a crazy diet. I mean, I guess I'm kind of doing carnivore right now, other than just like potatoes. I don't eat too much of a variety. I probably should. Smoked meat is so good. I can't go back ever since I bought a pellet grill, and I got the smoker right before. Like, I feel like now smokers are so common. You can get them at most stores. You can put them in your backyard. More people have smokers in their backyards. It used to just be like a competition type thing, right? Or like, you know, restaurants and stuff. And I got mine right before I feel like the craze hit. I got it for such a good price. Okay, let's do this. I think, Hey, okay. That actually might be an upgrade. You're a T1D. What is that? Is that some sort of dietary restriction or something? I am not familiar. Forgive my ignorance. Let's grab an insight set. Oh, type 1 diabetic. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, no, I again, I've heard a lot of people have, why did my character go all the way down here? Oh, you know what it must be? It must be organized by the timestamp on the save. Yeah, that freaked me out a bit. Whew. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people had some really good results with the carnivore diet, so yeah. Yeah, I am gonna boost half my items today. Honestly, like, I'm really waiting for the time that we find an upgrade for the armor. Like, all we need is the base. All we need is the base, and then I can move into having a much better mercenary armor. Level 12. Let's just quickly check the damage here. Oh, look at that. Look at that damage. That is a huge boost. Okay. We'll do a couple of these. Do a couple of these. R.I.P. Ryan. Sorry to hear that, but hopefully the carnivore diet gives you a little bit of a relief for your issues. Keto as well, yeah. Huge effect on insulin. I did fasting and keto for a bit when I was trying to lose some weight, gain some muscle at the gym, but it's rough, very limited. I definitely feel for you. $15. What am I using now? 17. That's kind of risky, but I'm gonna go for it again. $14. Damn it. We have quite a few of these, so I'm not really too worried about using them up. $16. Alright, cool. And the enhanced damage is even better. Look at that damage.
I'll put that to good use.
Wow, we almost doubled his damage. Sweet. Let's go. Awesome, guys. Yeah, 15 is fine, yeah. But I'm glad we re-rolled because that actually rolled much better enhanced damage, which is really what I'm worried about. Because the more damage he has, the more lifesteal, the more survivability. That's the way I see it. You were 32 when you got diagnosed. That's crazy. I did not realize that you can get diagnosed so quickly. Or so late, sorry. For type 1. At least you kind of got to experience not having it for 32 years, right? I mean, that's the silver lining. Mythical sword. Oh, I don't have all my items. Oh, hey, I think that's a grailer. I should not just go next. I gotta go get my charms. I forgot. That's crazy. Yeah, this is definitely a grailer, right? Yes, sir. Let's go. This always was such a cool set to me, but I feel like it's got to be so useless, right? Like level 66. Like, it's okay. Not amazing, though. Either way, that's a grailer. Let's get these back in here. We need a key and we need ID scrolls.
Good day.
Oh. It's not what... BK ring, yeah. It's ironic that the BK ring is not part of the set, right? Isn't that weird? Chat GPT diagnosed you? Brack? That is crazy. They never talk about the health benefits of AI. Yeah, it should be a set item. It should be a set item, and then the set bonus of having 3 should be really... Honestly, it'd be really cool if you had, like... Bolkathos ring is a set item, and the set bonus goes up if you have 2 of them. So you have both of the swords, and then you have both of the rings, and it's a 4 set bonus. That way you get a bunch of lifesteal, a bunch of skills, the swords give you some good damage, and then the 4 set bonus gives you, like, I don't know, some insane attack speed or something like that. That'd be cool. But I'm slowly realizing as we play more characters and start using the low-level sets, a lot of the low-level set bonuses are pretty good. Like, I used to think, oh, who's ever going to use this? Which is so easy to... It's so easy to get lost in that mindset when you're kind of always just doing the most meta stuff. But when you start using the less meta stuff, you start to realize it's good. Like, the Arctic Fur set was so sweet on the Amazon. Like, I was like, I really don't want to switch off of this. Took a while. You do like having the swords being separate, the ring might make it interesting. Yeah, I agree. I like that it's just 2 swords. I'm a big fan of having the 2 item sets. Like, why not? That's kind of cool, especially because it means that you can pair it with other sets, right? That's something I wish was a little bit easier in the game. I find that a lot of the sets have overlap, which I'm sure it was intended, right? Otherwise, you could just be using so many different sets, but I feel like it would be kind of cool to be able to use like 2 or 3 sets. Because like one of them is just 2 swords, and then the other one is like a bunch of jewelry, and then the other one is boots and gloves and helmet. Oh, that would be really cool. You can't have it all. Bolkathos getting married, yeah. Tons of rings. They get married and then they get divorced and then married and divorced. So they have a bunch of rings laying around. I need my Stone of Jordan though. Who's giving this aura? Where's the aura coming from? I don't see... I don't see who it is. Is it coming from down below? No. God damn, we're gonna miss a champion. Because I can't find it. Yeah, I'm not a big lore guy either. You wish you were better at identifying auras? What do you mean by that? You mean like me not being able to find who's actually using the aura? Or just like visually being able to tell which aura is which? Wedding ring and 2 scary swords. Yeah, I mean, maybe he was just like a Viking who was also a lover. Nothing wrong with that. Which is which? Yeah, I mean, I guess it comes with experience, especially now with D2r looking different. Like, if you're used to LOD and you're coming into D2r like you said you were, they're gonna look a little bit different, right?
Greetings.
Like, I mean, that looks exactly the same. That one too. What else do we have? Okay, never mind. They all look the same. You gotta love that the Shaco's actually green though. Isn't that kind of cool? That is crazy. Never get over that. I do like fanaticism though, like the original fanaticism. Now it's so crisp, but kind of liked it when it was just like a little bit blurry. I don't know. There's not much I don't like about D2r though. Like it's kind of the perfect remaster. Oh yeah, I remember that. Of course. Of course. No, I never got scammed by that. Of course not. I'm too smart. No, I got scammed a lot as a kid. Unfortunately, but yeah, it's rough out there when they swap the item. I think I got swapped for like a Mara's one time as well. Like they just put another random amulet in, same graphic, didn't check, boom. There go your high runes. It's a sad time, man. You can recognize a handful of them, but no clue what some of them are. Yeah, fanaticism does kind of feel like it should be a fire aura, doesn't it? Definitely gives off the fire vibe. I think I basically only ever played Paladin, so I have a pretty good handle on the auras, but I know very little about like every other character. Like Sorceress, yeah, okay, a little bit, but for the most part, I was a big Paladin fanboy. So, oh yeah, the drop in, yeah, oh yeah, my trade window's not working. You drop your item over there, I'll drop mine over here, and then we'll just swap. And then you get over there, and there's no item. Sad times, man. Being taken advantage of. Yeah. It's lucky that we can look back and laugh at that now, though. And now I play offline, so you can't scam me. Yeah. How about that? Flesh Ripper. Another Grailer. Let's go. This is actually kind of crazy. Like for a dagger, this is kind of the craziest thing ever. Crushing Blow, Deadly Strike, Open Wounds, 50% less target defense. Prevent Monster here is kind of crazy because Open Wounds does that. But that's kind of a sick dagger. Wow. Nice. Man, are we going to get to 71% today? Let's go, man. Superior Colossus Forge, man. Leaving aside the fact that a leather cap like that is not what Shaco looks like. You wish it got some stripes or something. It would definitely be... I kind of wish that all of the uniques had like their own personalized look, right? Like when you look at like Biggin's bonnet, it's so cool that a cap identifies into that. And I think that's something that a lot of the newer ARPGs kind of do. Like I know especially like Last Epoch and Path of Exile as well. Like they have their own unique things. They don't just look like the base item plus some coloring. But I think it's at this point really hard for Diablo 2 to do that because anybody that's playing this game that played the original, which is most people, you don't want to feel that disconnect, right? You want to feel like you know what you're looking at. If they changed everything, you might feel a little bit of negativity towards that. But I agree, I do like that a lot. I like that it changes in the other games. I wouldn't mind like a Harlequin it's like a jester, right? Let's see. A mute character in a costume with a diamond pattern costume. Yes, it'd be cool if it fit the actual diamond pattern theme of what a Harlequin actually is. Nice. We are fast. Hyperion Spear. I think we have this already. Ariox Needle? Yeah, pretty sure. Yep. Cool item. Really cool item. Level 81 requirement. And I just feel like it's not that good though. If barbarians could hold this in one hand, that would be insane. Stock character from Italian Renaissance. Okay. The checkers on his clothes. Yeah. Doesn't just wear a green hat, huh? Interesting. Yeah, you know, I don't really think about these things too much. As a kid, I just kind of played the game and it was what it was. I didn't really care about where it came from. It was just the Diablo item. But now I find myself feeling a little bit ignorant when it comes to some of this stuff that actually has like a traditional meaning. Like I saw a picture the other day on Reddit of an actual guitar, like the assassin weapon. So I have to assume that most, if not all, of the weapons in this game are actually based off of real weapons, which is kind of crazy to think about. The real life guitar looked like so cool. I couldn't imagine actually like using that. Seems really cool. Which could mean... Okay, who's got blessed aim? You? It could mean that there's some real life mosaic out there. Back in the day, in like the 800s, they were walking around shooting out lightning beams. Huh. The more you know. If your production has no production budget, you just put a green hat on him. We're out of the checkers. Anybody got anything green? I mean, it's a nice green. It really is. The green on your head versus the green in the inventory is a little bit different, though. Like, that's a nice green. That's like a freshly dyed, beautiful green. Candy apple. Round shield. Pretty sure we have this. Do we have an ethereal, though? Do we have an ethereal Mosers? I don't think so. I stopped tracking ethereal Grail a long time ago, though. Unfortunately, it just kind of meant I needed to pick up things I knew I already had. And I was like, I don't know if I still feel that. Ooze flame the howl. I'm really happy about the upgrades we found today, guys. It's it's not actually anything that really dropped, which is crazy. But we actually got some upgrades on the character, which is always a good feeling. I can't believe we actually hit a good amulet. Feels good, man. But we're still going so dry. In the pits, what's going on? I honestly can't believe it. Feeling like we need to switch it up soon. Like, how could I have faith in the pits after all of this? So sad. See, I want to be picking these up too. Guys, I think the next time you see my videos and or stream, I'm probably going to have that inventory mod. The more I think about it, I think I want it. I just want to be able to pick up more items and potentially roll something crazy. Not have to go back to town. Not have to sacrifice. Like, we don't even have a Tome of Town portal because I wanted a little bit of extra MF. I'm kind of crazy. That's kind of insane. I think that's what I want to do. I'm going to take a look at what's out there. It won't be any actual impact on my skill level or anything like that. Just a little bit of space. That and or the cube mod, because the cube mod's kind of crazy. That'd be a lot of fun. I know Sir Fox uses it, and every time he uses it, I get a little bit jealous. Oh, ethereal, don't be good. Alright. Maybe next stream, because I'll still be streaming tomorrow. Maybe we'll do some Andy. Take a little break from pits. That'd be worth it. Going back to the story stuff, you mentioned earlier in the Grail videos about potentially doing a story lore run, and you think it's a legit good idea. Nice. Diablo has beautiful lore. Yeah. 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 Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 are insane. I really am interested in doing that. I would probably do it. Diablo 1, I would probably do the Beelzebub mod, because that mod allows you to basically do every single quest, rather than the way that Diablo 1 worked was like it rolled the quests. So every playthrough you could have different quests, which is really cool for replayability. But for like a single lore run, that would be cool. And then Diablo 2, obviously just do it as normal. Diablo 3, Diablo 4, also just normal. I think it could be a lot of fun. Yeah, I'd probably do longer videos, like 40, 50-minute videos, because it's more lore-based and less like grinding. Obviously not hardcore. But yeah, that one's been in the back of my head for a long time. I have to admit, I do have a little bit of an issue with like paying attention when it comes to lore. But I think I could do it for Diablo. I think I could do it. I really do enjoy the lore. Like, even Diablo 4, that was one of the... Obviously, I wasn't a big fan of the end game, but just the atmosphere and the what I did catch of the story, obviously not everything. It really does keep you hooked. It's really good. But I'm glad you like that idea. I forgot about wanting to do that. I just got so lost in leveling up the characters and having fun with that. And I have been wanting to play Diablo 1 just in general lately. Do a playthrough of that, so maybe that's what I'll do. I'll do a lore playthrough. Diablo 1 is such a fantastic game. So much fun. Come on, where's my grips? I was promised a Griffins. Damn. Coming up on 175 runs. That's crazy. The last time we got a drop, I think it was like run 91. Oof. We are drier than Act 2. Yeah, lower playthrough probably won't come for a little while though, because I am investing a lot of time into finishing up the Amazon, streaming the MFing, and then also doing Last Epoch and Path of Exile on the side. And I don't want to give up on that because I'm having a lot of fun so far. But it's in the backlog. For sure. I'd also love to pick up the Heradric Vault book series of Diablo. And I wonder if that would also shed a little bit of insight into the story. Probably would, like you'd assume. So I'm waiting for it to go on sale though, because it's ridiculously priced. Short battle. I think we must have this now. I'm getting kind of sick of this. Yeah, Storm Spec we have. Oh, 208 strength. That is crazy high. Like, who's actually going to put that on? Like, how good would that have to be useful? Kind of crazy. You just think it's a niche you haven't seen on YouTube? Nice. Yeah, I'd love to. I know there's definitely videos out there. Like, I've seen the, you know, there's like an hours-long video that's just like a full story of each game. But maybe I could put a little bit of a twist on it. And have it be a little bit more gameplay and story rather than just story, which I think could be fun. Actually watching the character go through the game and achieving the different crucial story points. Exactly, yeah, no, exactly like what you just said. Some kind of like mixture instead of just the story or just the gameplay. Get a little bit of both. Yeah, that could be a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think especially for somebody like me who's gone through the game so many times, that's actually not bad. Teleport charges. You go through the game so many times and you're not really paying attention to what anything is, and then when you start paying attention, like you said, you run into something like, oh, no way. We're so close to leveling. Crazy. If we hit 95, that'll be the highest level character I've ever had. I've never gotten past 94 in single player. I would either get too bored or honestly just die a lot. And a death is devastating at these kinds of levels without terror zones. I mean, even with terror zones, death is devastating, but sweet, man. This account is getting there, guys. Can't believe how far. It was like just yesterday I was doing Moat Trick on Nightmare Mephisto. Begging for a skin of the Viper Magi. It's good times, man. Hey, who's got the aura here? There she is.
Greetings.
Looks like we got to do a little bit of repair.
Good day.
Charcy. Aid. We have quite a few of those. Yeah, Viper Magi is such a game-changing item when you're early on. And you had a Mars before that, eh? Oh man, we are lacking on the Mars. I feel like we have a much better chance of getting Mars off of like a Terra Zone Hell Andy. She drops a fair amount of jewelry. Like, we haven't seen very much jewelry at all, let alone unique jewelry down here. These monsters just don't have the drop table that would allow for a lot of jewelry. Right? Are you swimming in them? Yeah. That's the way she goes. Takes forever to find an item, and then once you have it, it's like it's all you see. But no SOJ. And no Annie. Yeah. I mean, the thing is with that stuff though, like you really need to target farm it. Like the SOJ is so rare if you're not doing Nightmare Andy, or like you said, like the normal Terror Zone Andy. If you're not doing that stuff to actually target it, it's so hard to find. I've only found like 2 SOJs in my life, and it's both of them in Nightmare Andy. You know, it's not like the most common thing in the world. Just the way that the Diablo 2 items work. You're more likely to find a Mars than you are an SOJ when it comes to hell farming, right? Superior Shackle. Yeah, it isn't definitely adult, for sure. Like, I mean, nobody likes doing Nightmare Andy because you're really just there for that one thing. Like, you don't pick anything else up. It's just not going to be worth it. It's okay for Grail items. Like, if you're missing normal and exceptional items, you could find some decent stuff. But yeah, you're definitely not going to find like a set lacquered plate or Ethereals or something, right? I see what you mean. Yeah, you're not actually planning on finishing it. There's a lot to go through. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think a lot of people, myself included, on the last time I made this attempt, you get to a certain point, like, I don't know, 90, 95%, and it's just like, do I really want to spend probably more time than I've spent getting to 95% to get the next couple percent, right? It can be really rough. So I totally understand that. But like you said, it's fun to track. And early on, it gives a little bit of excitement to otherwise not so excited or exciting items. Oh, a set item chest. Look at that. Wow, I think we already have IK. I think the only thing we're missing for the IK set is the soul cage. Yeah. Unfortunately. And then this we also have, right? Death's Touch, or maybe we don't. Oh yeah, no, we need Death's Guard. Yeah, again, like that normal items that you just might find. Demon Limb we also have. Oh, we don't. Okay, let's go. Another Grailer. At least we're getting Grail items. 70.95. One more and we're hitting that 71%. One more. 83.79%. Good stuff. And you started in November. Yeah, you're so far into it. That's awesome. But yeah, 10 times just to get those last 2 items. Yeah, for sure. It's insane. It's absolutely crazy. Oh, I don't want those. Alright, I think I'm going to end the stream here, guys. I really appreciate you guys being here. And Jenks, thank you so much for with me, keeping me company. If anybody else is still here, Ryan, Brack, Jeff, really appreciate you guys. Had a great time. We got some really good stuff. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Grail items. Like, that's pretty freaking sweet. We got a huge, huge upgrade on the amulet. Like, this is phenomenal. A perfect spirit. We hit a new breakpoint. And we got an upgrade for the mercenary too. I mean, dude. Good time. Good time. Awesome. Yeah, I'm glad that you were able to be here, Jenks. I hope to see you. I'll be back tomorrow and then Wednesday and then so on and so forth. So I hope to see you again. But yeah, I think we're done for today. And yes, I'm looking forward to the assassin as well. And the Amazon in hell. That's gonna be rough. I'm I'm a little bit scared. We still gotta do Act 5, but yeah, man. Awesome. Alright, guys. Thanks for being here. Catch you tomorrow if you're around. Otherwise, until next time. Bye-bye.